Good morning. I feel like I haven't done these in absolutely ages. I mean, it has been ages, but I thought I'd pick up my vlog camera again and start putting some more stuff out on YouTube. Apologies, it's pretty early. My voice has definitely not woken up quite yet, but I thought I'd do like a little catch up while I do my skincare this morning. I haven't been posting on YouTube for I don't even know how long, but a lot has changed since I last uploaded on here. The main thing being that I have, well, quite a few of you have joined on here, which is so amazing, but a hell of a lot of you have followed me on Instagram and TikTok now, just from lots of my kind of interior stuff. And I also had a shoot with Homeworthy, which are an amazing kind of blog website where they just go around lots of people's homes in America and over here in the UK. And I was lucky enough to be asked to do that, which was incredible. Like, I just didn't understand why I was picked, to be honest, because I don't know, it's just a bit random, but so exciting. It was such a fun shoot to do, and a lot of you came from there, which is incredible. It was just so fun to do that. Also, you'll have to excuse my gua sha skills are a beginner level and I'm still not sure if I'm doing it right, but it has been making a difference. So I've been using the Ole Henriksen Nourishing Face Oil. I really like it, but you basically just need any face oil to go in and try and do this. But yeah, I don't know if I'm actually doing it right. I am very busy with my business, Flossie Taylor Social. So if you didn't know, I run a social media agency and creative studio. I've been doing that for like 4.5 years now, and yeah, I've been really busy with that, which has been amazing. I've now officially hired someone, freelancer, which is crazy. I can't believe I've got to that point. I've been wanting to get there for a really long time. I went on the British and Irish Lions tour in July to Australia, which was the most incredible trip. I love Australia. It was really cool to go and explore. I've only ever been to Sydney before, and we went to Melbourne and Brisbane. So it was really cool to explore there and see some new kind of cities. But yeah, it was so good. I absolutely love rugby. It's a huge part of my life, so being able to go on a trip like that was insane. But I'm so glad to be back on YouTube. If there's anything you want to see in particular, please do let me know. I'm actually just working from home today and meeting a friend for a lunchtime dog walk with her dog. That is something I really want to do, is get a dog at some point in the next probably a year. But we'll see, I don't know. So I've just been watching Katie Spears' vlogs, and she had one where she had a kitchen shoot and she did a little tour of her kitchen, which is absolutely divine. I just love her style and her house, but it inspired me to do a little tour in this vlog as well, because I haven't done a house tour yet. I really want to do one per room, but I actually thought maybe I could slot some into the vlogs and then maybe do like a big video one another time. But obviously in the Homeworthy shoot, that had everything in it anyway, but I thought it'd be fun to just go through it now while it's tidy, because trust me, people think that my home is constantly tidy. It really isn't. But yeah, this is also some of the mess that you don't normally see. It's basically things I need to take through to other rooms, to be honest, and I can't be bothered right now. So this is the kitchen, living room, renovated nearly 4 years ago now, and where that big beam is, that was a walkway into the garden, but we did a side return extension, which means we get all of this glorious space and these 3 Velux windows. But we'll start with the kitchen section first, I guess. But these drawers and all of the cabinetry was made by Barrett and Swan. They're a company based in Leicestershire. My mum is an interior designer. She works with them a lot, and I also think they might have done our kitchen at home. I can't remember now. But they were amazing, and they literally took every inspo pick and created this. But the paint is Wimble Lane from Little Green, and the wall paint is Setting Plaster from Farrow & Ball. I love Argas, and if I could, I would have had an Everhot or an Arga in here, but they are obscenely expensive. So the next best thing was this, just because it has like a lift up lid. This is from Stoves. I actually don't love it. It's good, but it's a very small oven. Like, this is a grill and that's an oven, and I don't use the grill. So hence why I have my air fryer, which I love. But I really love these, how they frame, these cupboards frame everything. I just have all of my mugs. I love mugs. And my cookbooks and just some little bits and pieces up there. If you want to walk through of literally what everything is, let me know. And then I've got all my glasses in here. I actually did do a little video on Instagram about where most things were from in there, but a few things have changed, so I might need to update that. And then I've got just some pretty things set up in here. These drawers aren't very beautiful inside. I have like my classic messy drawer that everyone has. We've got deep set drawers in here for all of that stuff. And then cutlery, all of my plates and things are in the bottom 2. And then a wine fridge bin, pull out storage. Here again, it's so messy, but like those pull out. We've got under there, which has got all the cleaning stuff, dishwasher, and then that's my tumble dryer. But yeah, I love all these like little pretty things, and most of these are either vintage shops, charity shops, some are new things, lots of things. Like these boards are from Home Sense or TK Maxx. Same with this. This is Lamp London. That lamp was Home Sense, which was such a find. That vase was Home Sense. This is not normally like that, but I'm running out of space. I need to get rid of some things for sure. And then I got these shelves from an antique shop as well, and pretty much everything on here, apart from this guy, is old from an antique shop or charity shop. Same with all of this stuff too. This is Lamp London, that was antique shop. I got really lucky with getting loads of Wedgwood pieces in a charity shop in Norfolk. So I've got quite a lot throughout the house. And even things like this, I got that in a charity shop, I think. But this is a quicker tap, and I always wanted a sink like this. That is the kitchen section, a really quick run through. Again, excuse the few things out, but this table is from Swoon, and it's the Claudine table. And then these chairs were also a antique shop find. They are such a bargain, and I painted them this grey colour. And then I have these seat pads from Habitat. They are collaboration with Sanderson, and I love them. They're just so cute. I actually forgot to include this part of the kitchen, but this is my fridge, freezer, my larder cupboard, which is really messy and I need to go through that. And then I've got storage up there. This is Fortnum Mason's basket I found on Facebook Marketplace. I use as my recycling. These guys are, this was a charity shop find, and this, which was such a good find. I love any kind of art like this. And then this I got from Sudbury Art Market, Antiques Market. If you can go to that, it's so good. I also have this little star on there, My mum, I think, got me that. I'm not sure where that's from. And then this horse doorstop, which I got from Hackney Flea Market. There's a woman there that sells incredible vintage art and homeware sometimes. And the prices are ridiculous, but she's the loveliest lady, and that's where I got that from, and it was £12, which is craziness. This is the larder cupboard. I'll just show you to get a sense of what's going on, but it's super messy in there, but it does keep everything away. I also actually have my microwave in there. And then over here, I've got my coffee station, which I absolutely love. It is just, I don't know, it was just like such a goal to have this. And then I've got some more storage down there. This is from Sage. It's the Barista Touch Impress, I believe. This is from over at Alfred's M&S. M&S. This is from a little shop in Norfolk. This was a little tile my friend bought me when we were in Lisbon. Those are from Facebook Marketplace. That's a Pookie lamp with an Ian Sanderson shade. And I get questions about these all the time, but they're actually from Petersham Nurseries from Pomax. I don't know, never heard of them before. But Petersham Nurseries has such nice stuff if you're ever in London. And then I've just got some pictures. This is like a little head from Bali. That is from Graham and Green. It's actually a candlestick holder, but I just like it as a little decoration. This is my granny's little frog, and my speakers. And then moving on, I'm a huge David Bowie fan, so that is why I've got quite a few of his pieces of art and things here. But this is my bar cart. I absolutely love it. This again was an antique find. Through my mum, actually, she rang me and was like, I found the perfect thing. So it's great, and it flips up to serve your drinks. It has a little thing to put it, to have it stand on. And then this is Pookie. I absolutely love this lamp. I think it's stunning and it fits perfectly here. All of this is a mixture. So this tray actually was H&M. These were vintage, Amazon, Oliver Bonus, Amazon, eBay, I think. I broke one of these not that long ago. I'm so sad about it. And then that was a present from my mum. It's actually an ice bucket. And then behind here, I won't show you now, but this little thing here is actually a door to open the fireplace, and inside there is my record player. Got more built-ins with the TV cupboard. There's 3 really big bits of storage under there. This chair's really old. I absolutely love it though. It's actually leather, and that was my mum's. And then obviously got TV, and up here, these kind of change sometimes, depends on how I'm feeling. Just loads of books. Those bookends were from a vintage seller on Instagram. I'm a huge F1 fan, so I've got my McLaren Lego there. That is a piece of art I made for my auntie that sadly passed away. Just some books here. Life in the English Country House and the History of the Royal Agricultural College in Cirencester, Sussex. That's where I went to uni. This is one of my favourite pieces I own. I got this in Norfolk at a car boot sale for £15 and it is gigantic, and I get loads of questions on it, but I've only ever seen the mini ones, which I think are genuinely about this big, and they are usually about £25, so I was very lucky to get that. Yep, just some more books over here. Lots of Tolkien, lots of Harry Potter, my Leicester Tigers ball, which is signed, that's my home rugby team. My pheasant, which is not to everyone's taste, but I love it. He's called Pascal, and I've had him for a long time. And then my speakers, and then coming down we have the garden, which seriously is in need of some ivy removal. This mat is from Sosuk. I love it, it's gorgeous. And I kind of got a bit too scallopy and a bit too rattan, but I actually think it kind of works for now. This is from Oliver Bonus. Desk was a Facebook Marketplace find, but I think I can't remember where it's actually from, but there is a really similar one on Cotswold Company. This is from Etsy, just this little basket stool. I have 2. I bought them to go in the bathroom, but I actually think it kind of just I don't know, it just kind of stays there and I'm happy with it. This is again a vintage lamp with a Pookie shade, another David Bowie picture. This is my Apple screen, then some books and more vintage like little bits and bobs. This is actually, I get loads of questions about this map. It's actually from, I think, the what is it? I'm not sure, but I can't remember which newspaper, but I'm pretty sure it was in a newspaper and my parents framed it however long ago. They've had it for a really long time, so I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it was in a newspaper. I've just got like some vintage books, some more kind of interiors books. I've got Ben Pentraeth over there, Via Granny, like loads of really nice books. And actually these are really sweet. I've got some nice photos there. This is my grandparents and I just love that frame. I think it just really works with the pictures, like vintage, obviously, style antique frame. And then that old picture, which is lovely. And then you've got a nice view out into the garden. This is my air source heat pump, which is not very pretty, but I tried to make it pretty with some plants. This table I got from, I think, like just another like antique-y secondhand shop, and I was originally going to paint it and I haven't, so I don't really know what to do with that. That's another thing for another day, but it's been like that for nearly 4 years, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But I feel like it weirdly kind of works. And then those lamps are from Made, but they don't unfortunately make them anymore. But Habitat have really similar ones. This is my sofa from Loaf. It is I think it was called the Slim Jim, but they don't make it anymore, unfortunately. But they do have one similar, I think it's called Sugar Puff or something like that. And unfortunately they don't make the colour anymore, but there also is a very similar one. If you go to my links in my bio, either on here or Instagram or wherever, you will find the Shop My links and then home links in there, and I've put it in there. These are from Ocker. They're a set, and I've got these ones in here, and then the rest are in my bedroom. These cushions, this is from Oscar Reed. That is from Next, I think, or Fern. I can't remember exactly. These, my mum really kindly got made for me. This one, and this one, and they're using Christopher Farr fabric, which I love. Very, very special, and it also matches the blind in this fabric over there. Again, I've got the same lamp, some more books, some art books. I did history of art at school, and they're just some of my favourite artists there. And then my lovely neon diffuser, which matches absolutely perfectly. A very popular piece that is new to me, but I found this ottoman on Facebook Marketplace. You probably would have seen if you do follow me on Instagram. But yeah, I found it for £40 on Facebook Marketplace. It didn't look like this, it was striped before. Really nice striped fabric, but I wanted it to be more in keeping with the vibe here, and also for future homes, because this is an absolute forever piece. But I covered it in Colfax and Fowler tamarind in tomato olive, and it is just divine. And inside is the Pure Edit fabric with in Asmi, and I will add a picture because obviously I have to take everything off to open it, but I store all of my outdoor cushions in there. These obviously just like Country Life magazines, nice books. This is a dish from Richard Ginori, which I got at Liberty with my favourite artist, Luke Edward Hall. More like vintage pieces, ignore this, that's not normally there. This is from Charlotte, England. And then just bits and bobs I've kind of picked up over the years, like vintage little bits and bobs. This is from Oliver Bonus, like genuinely probably 4 years ago. These coasters are from over at Alfred's. This is a Mrs. Alice lamp, which I'm borrowing from my mum. And what else? Oh, this is from TB Co. Oh, this is from M&S. I think, I can't remember where I got that from. My favourite airy candle. I have 2 of these, I absolutely love them. And then just little rosemary. So this is the kitchen in all its glory. I absolutely love it. It has made such a difference to the flat. I'll add some pictures of what it used to look like, because this actually used to be my bedroom and part of the bathroom. And yeah, it just meant that we could add this gorgeous space. It's my favourite room in the house. Also, I want to be 100% transparent with you, but to film that little tour, I've put everything that I didn't want out on the chairs. So we had this ASOS package. We've got some pyjamas. We've got some pyjamas there. And then some recent buys from a trip to some antique shops there, because I couldn't be bothered to put them away. But usually there's a lot more stuff out and about and like those kind of things as well. So please don't think that it's perfect all the time. I am quite good at keeping things organised, but it's definitely not always perfect. So it's a little bit later now, and I was just about to head out for a lunchtime walk with a friend. I don't know if you can, yeah, there we go. It is absolutely hammering it down. It's really, really gone miserable. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it's really grey now. I think what I'm going to do instead is go over to hers for a cup of tea rather than getting absolutely drenched. But I've still got to walk over to hers, so wish me luck. I'm just gonna have to take my big brolly, I think, because it's really, really coming down. If it was just a drizzle, I'd definitely go for the walk, but I think we've decided to stay cozy inside for now.